Hello everyone, thank you for logging in again into my channel. Remember, we are here to help, and thank you for being our supporter. For today, we are also going to continue with algebraic equations involving fractions. Algebraic equations involving fractions. The difference between this and the other ones is that we have to factorize in the other ones, and we have to collect items. When we have fractions involved, we only also take the LCD. It is very important. So what do? I always advise that you don't plug in the LCD as part of your expression, that you keep it by the side, because definitely we will drop it because of the quality side. If we cross multiply, it gives us a 0. So that's why we don't use it in the expression, but we use it to break down the expression. So what am I trying to say? First, get your LCD by the side. What is that number that all the denominators can divide without a remainder? That is what we call an LCD. So 3, 6, and 2 can divide 6. The lowest common denominator, the lowest common. So if all of them can divide 6, I'll start with the first one. 6 divided by 3, we have 2. Whatever that you divide, that's the process. Multiply with the numerator. Please remember, I'm multiplying with everything in the numerator. So that's why I'll put a bracket. And I'll go again. 6 divided by 6, I have 1. Multiply it. Put a bracket. Please, this bracket is very important. Because if you don't put this bracket, this minus that is supposed to be for everything in this section, you will only end up allocating it to the first one. So that is why the bracket is very important. And then we go to the last one. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Multiply with the numerator. Remember the process? Get the LCD, divide the LCD with each denominator, and then multiply your answer for each fraction with your numerator. And then simplify, you will get the values of x. The value or the values of x. Now let's open up our bracket using the distributive property. This multiplying this multiplying that. 2 times 2x will give us 4x. 2 times negative 1 will give us negative 2. We go to the next one. Negative 1 times 3 gives us negative 3x. So what we'll be asking, why did I write 1? This is very important so that we understand that we are multiplying this negative with all the contents of the bracket. So we have negative 1 times 2 gives us negative 2 equals to 3. Now we can collect items. 4x minus 3x gives us x. 3 minus 2 minus 2 is 4. Then crossing over, we have 3 plus 4. So the value of x here is 7. The value of x is 7. We have solved this problem. Now let's look at cases where we have a different approach. In the denominator, we have variables. In the denominator, we have variables, and these variables must be considered. These variables must be considered when we are taking our LCD. So we use the same approach here. To take our LCD, we go with the same approach. Our LCD, first of all, go with the numbers 3, 9, and 9. What is that number that all of them can divide without a remainder? We have 9. All of them can divide 9. We now go to the variables x and x. What is that number that they can divide without a remainder? We have x. So we start dividing. The LCD is 9x divided by the first denominator. X cancel out x. 9 divided by 3 is 3. Multiply with the numerator. We have 3 times the numerator. Minus. We go again. LCD 9x. Denominator 9x. Anything dividing itself gives you a 1. So we have 1. So we have 1 into x minus 3. Then the last one, we have the LCD 9x divided by 9. 9 we cancel out. 9 we have 1. X times 1 is x. So when we simplify this, we have 3x minus 3, and I have negative x plus 3 equals to x. Let's calculate it. 3x minus x is 2x. X crossing over becomes minus. 2x minus x is x. And I have negative 3 plus 3 is 0. So in this case, x is 0. Please remember to continue to subscribe, Continue to like, continue to share with your friends. I will see you in the next video.